Do you know that about 22.7 million people live in Australia? But this country is also home to around 200 million rabbits. That means there are 10 times more rabbits than humans. These rabbits have caused so much destruction in Australia that the government has officially declared them a destructive species. For Australia, rabbits are very harmful, and the country has already tried every possible way to get rid of them, but failed. On the other hand, China has imported more than 4 million rabbits in the last 30 years. Not to eat them, but to run a unique experiment in the Kubuqi desert. And the result of this experiment shocked the whole world. Welcome once again to Nexus of Knowledge videos. When a desert slowly eats fertile land and turns it into desert, this process is called desertification. One of its biggest victims is the Kubuqi Desert in China. There was a time when the Kubuqi Desert was expanding at a rate of 500,000 acres every year. That means each year, this desert was swallowing nearly 500,000 acres of fertile land. At that time, China tried everything it could to reduce the rate of desertification. During the 1950s and 1960s, many projects were launched. Sand control stations were built. Trees were planted in the desert. But this sea of sand was completely out of control. Then one day, a local entrepreneur named Wang Biao changed everything. Wang invested his own money in a very strange idea. He started placing dry bushes over hundreds of acres of desert in square-shaped patterns. Between these squares, he began planting willow trees, also known as bed trees. Willow is a tree that can survive without much water. They can go up to 300 feet deep to search for water. This wood is used to make paper and furniture, but only if the tree can survive in the desert. In the Kubuqi Desert, strong winds blow the sand everywhere. Because of this, the moisture trapped inside the soil also evaporates. To protect the young willow plants from these strong winds, dry bushes were planted around them. In the beginning, people laughed at Wang. They said, "Look at this madman, planting trees in the desert." But no one knew what Wang was really planning. For the next 3 years, everything went well. But then a new problem appeared. The willow trees now needed special care. If they were to be sold to the paper and furniture industry, it was necessary to cut the new branches quickly so that the main trunk of the tree could grow thicker. But doing this work in the desert was very difficult and also very expensive. And this is where the story takes a new turn. This was the point where rabbits entered the story. Especially Rex rabbits became part of this experiment. Rex rabbits are a special breed. Their fur is very similar to otter fur. It is extremely soft, expensive, and used to make luxury clothes. But why were rabbits brought here in the first place? Because one small habit of theirs completely changed the ecosystem of the Kubuqi Desert. Rex rabbits love to eat the new branches that grow on willow trees. As they kept eating these thin, fresh branches, the main trunk of the tree became thicker and stronger. This thicker wood was bought at high prices by the paper industry. So the rabbits got their food, and the paper industry got its raw material. On one side, the environment, and on the other side, the economy, both started to win. But this was only the beginning of the story. As you learned earlier, the roots of willow trees go up to 300 feet deep into the ground. These roots go inside the sand and increase its structural stability. Because of this, during strong winds, the sand no longer flew away, and the moisture trapped inside it did not evaporate. Meanwhile, the rabbits started showing their real magic. The waste of Rex rabbits, meaning their droppings, began to work as a natural fertilizer. In China's zero-waste system, this also became a valuable product. Another important thing is that Rex rabbits reproduce very fast. This breed produces the highest number of babies. One female can give birth to 50 baby rabbits in a year. That means their reproduction rate is very high. As the number of rabbits increased, their droppings also increased, and the land became more and more fertile. Very quickly, the sand turned into farmland, where organic vegetables also started growing. One more special quality of Rex rabbits played a very important role in this miracle. They could digest grass, but they cannot digest grass seeds. Because of this, the seeds come out unchanged with their droppings. After some time, grass also started multiplying. So the rabbits did not only take care of the maintenance of willow trees, they also helped grow grass, and in the end, their fur was sold at high prices as well. This whole process became a self-sustaining cycle. The rabbits literally started turning the desert green. After the success of this experiment, Wang did not stop here. He rented 100 bulldozers and started leveling the sand dunes of the desert. He filled the pits, flattened the land, and started planting willow trees there as well. During this time, local people were encouraged to raise Rex rabbits. With the help of the Chinese government, millions of Rex rabbits were brought in and distributed among the local people. Now, every home became a small farm. This project continued for 10 years, and the entire area completely changed. There was a time when nothing existed here except sand. Now, it has become a green and fertile region. The total area of the Kubuqi Desert is 18,600 square kilometers. According to a UN report, 33% of it, around 6,250 square kilometers, has already turned green. This is the result of more than 30 years of hard work. Because of this transformation, the Kubuqi Desert is now known not as the Sea of Death, but as an ecological marvel. But it was not only the environment that changed. People's lives also changed. The Chinese government invested 3 billion yuan, which is about $400 million. With this money, new villages were built, and people were given new jobs in the desert. Today, people earn their living on millions of acres of desert land. More than 2,000 farms are running here, and every year, 3 million Rex rabbits are sold. The average yearly income of a farmer has reached around $9,600. This means the people who were once running away from the desert are now becoming wealthy right here. According to an estimate, the lives of around 10,000 people have changed. When media reporters visited this place in 2017, they saw that the environment had become 10 times better than before. Trees, grass, animals, and humans, everything was moving in perfect balance. But now, one question must be coming to your mind. If rabbits can turn a desert green, then why are they so dangerous in Australia? The real reason is that before 1859, Australia had no rabbits at all. Then a British settler released just 24 rabbits here, so that the British could come here and hunt them for sport. After 70 years, their population grew so much that it went out of control. In Australia, rabbits live in their natural habitat. But in China, they're kept in a controlled environment. Only that much work is taken from them, which is beneficial for everyone. That is why rabbits are a curse in Australia, but a blessing in China. But the story of the Kubuqi Desert does not end here. This is also where the world's largest solar power image was built, called the Geoma Solar Power Plant. Spread over 6,000 acres, this plant is made using around 5 million solar panels. When seen from space, these panels form the shape of a running horse. According to the Guinness World Records, this is the largest solar panel image in the world. By 2022, this plant had generated 2.3 billion kilowatt-hours of energy. Because of this, China saved 7,600 tons of coal and reduced 1.8 million tons of carbon dioxide emissions. But if you think this power plant only produces electricity, then you are wrong. This plant also fights desertification. Under the solar panels, sunlight does not directly reach the ground. As a result, evaporation is reduced, which allows grass to grow. To cut and manage this grass, Rex rabbits are also kept here. The rabbits eat the grass and spread new grass seeds through their droppings. In this way, not only is desertification reduced, but free clean energy is also produced. At the same time, the fur of rabbits is sold at high prices. Because of the solar panels, the speed of strong winds has reduced by up to 50%. Less sand is displaced, and slowly, new land is becoming fertile on its own. Today, if you visit the Kubuqi Desert, you will see sheep, goats, ducks, and rabbits living together. There's grass under the solar panels and groups of willow trees all around. No one could have imagined that the Sea of Death would one day be called the Sea of Life. And all of this started with the right use of a small rabbit. Today, researchers all over the world call this model an eco-economic revolution. According to a report, 50% of the world's land is desert, and 40% is fighting desertification. Today, Europe and even the United States are trying to learn from China's eco-economic revolution. The message of the Kubuqi Desert is clear. If humans and nature work together, even a sea of death can be turned into a garden of life. We hope you will like and share this Nexus of Knowledge video. Thank you very much for your love and kind comments. We will meet again in the next amazing video.